like 3 lights aren't available right now.
Testing, testing. Okay. All right. Hello.
Suit yourself. Worst case scenario, all we stand to lose is A. So what's the big deal?
Paradise up to here with both of you! Fine! Paimon's coming too.
Oh, well, if you're quite sure, then of course. Now, I shall send you on your way. I say. Oh, nothing. It just seems extraordinarily chaotic, that's all. My suspicions have been confirmed. By the way, remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only a strong enough will can prevent you from being swallowed by the giant waves of abstract space. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination. Well then, the door's open. Hop on in. I'll stay outside and provide what stability I can. I'll be ready to respond if anything happens. I'm placing my god in your capable hands. For my sake, and for Inazuma's, please. Bring her back.
Miko, you better know what you're doing!
That's enough chatter. Get to work. Remember to focus constantly on your heartfelt wishes when you enter inside. Only if you are strong enough can I deliver you to the right destination.
Huh? How can this be? You have returned. But how were you able to get back in? And how come you have not changed at all in all these years?
This is a duel to remember. It is as if we have returned to the moment when the laws of eternity were first established. Your will today is as strong as it was back then. Over countless battles, not once have you lost, and never have you shown the slightest hesitation. Had I made all enemies of eternity stand against you, you still would not have wavered. For your firm commitment to enforcing the rules, you have my admiration too. You bring honor to the title of Guardian of Eternity. Now these two return once more to this space. An inevitability of fate, perhaps. Then, let this be our final duel, the conclusion to that which began 500 years ago. Final duel? So you're finally willing to... Stand back, traveler. I'm going to be the start of something new. The time our duels took to fight was long enough to witness the rise and fall of nations. The energy they consumed, great enough to vaporize the ocean and turn day into night. And the will they demanded, sufficient to penetrate minds and crush streams. Yet, you have endured. I will endure forever. Illusion shattered. Witness the final calamity. Shine down. Inferior. There is no escape. Eternity is shine down. There is no escape! This is the end. You have won. I believed you were incapable of transcending the past. But it seems my belief was baseless, and I underestimated your spirit. But a will that cannot be eroded has no way to embrace the future. You need not worry about the future, and you aren't alone. I know your power more than anyone else. Had I relied upon my strength alone, I would have lost this duel for sure. Yet, my reason for fighting redefined my martial prowess and redrew my limits. I now carry the gaze of the myriad of expectant eyes that look to the light in the heavens. And whenever I think of this, I feel something stirring within Muso Ishin. The blade that I inherited from Makoto seems to be trying to guide me, to encourage me. I noticed it also. Just now in the heat of battle, it seemed to unleash a new and unfamiliar power. This power is beyond the limits of my understanding. This blade belonged to Makoto. Perhaps it can only respond to me with its full power when I truly understand and believe in her. When I clasped Muso Ishin in my hands, I had the feeling that she was by my side once again. It was at once a familiar feeling and a strange one. Makoto barely wielded a blade in her life, and yet her blade brings me closer to her. You have my approval. Your present will is not the product of erosion. I shall no longer stop you from attempting to modify the rules. From this day forth, this body will remain your assistant. I won't design any more rules that can never be changed. You used to represent my past, but from today onward, you are me. Makoto never saw me as a fearless weapon. Likewise, I should not regard you as a mere tool. You truly have changed. I suppose this is what humans call growth. I understand. I shall become your shadow, just as you were once Makoto's shadow. The duties I perform will not change. But as a warrior, I look forward to the chance to fight like this again in the future. Do you say this because you have not yet reconciled yourself with your defeat? It was simply a new experience for me. One that is worth reliving.
Have you finished fighting then? Like, for real this time?
Hello, A. And greetings, those who have come to bear witness. I am Raiden Makoto, the previous Electro Archon, who failed in my duties and left you all to pick up the pieces.
Makoto?
I'm so happy. You've come so far. I always knew you would make it here in the end. I left a faint fragment of my will in Muso Ishin, so that in the moment that you unleashed its full power, I too would be released. A convoluted way to reach you, but... well, you held such deeply entrenched views at the time that you wouldn't have listened to a word I said. There was no time to wait for you to have a change of heart. Please forgive me. All I could do was find some way to wait until you came to me.
But... you never mentioned this to me.
Everything happened so suddenly. I'm sorry. I've always felt terrible for having to entrust Inazuma to you all of a sudden. I should have been the one to impart these ideas to you, a little at a time, to dissuade you from your pursuit of stillness.
Did you know what was about to happen in Conria?
I had some sense of it. That place was not somewhere that any Archon could afford to ignore. In my present form, I can no longer perceive time. I don't know how long we have been separated before this reunion, and I don't know what Inazuma has experienced in the meantime. But I know that this must have been an extremely arduous journey for you. And I'm sure you must have wanted to shed tears many times along the way.
Don't look down on me.
See? You admit it. It was with this possibility in mind that I left a parting gift for you. Something to soothe Inazuma's pain. Here, take it, before my last shred of consciousness fades away. But it is you who must take the most important step.
light turned into a seed?
The miracle tree that blesses the people, in this moment new to the world and yet to be known. When to plant it, where it shall bloom. She who brings it into being must let her heart and dreams decide. Grant it life, eh?
Is it really?
Eternity extends time into infinity. Dreams illuminate each moment within. When both shine in unison, the sacred Sakura blooms from the darkness, finally free from the clutches of the heavenly principles. Now the nightmare has dissipated, and reality is made whole. The vision we both yearn for is still further ahead. My only regret is that I cannot witness Inazuma's future, nor can I walk this journey with you. Do you know, I am so happy right now, because my final wish has now come true. Your polearm once protected me from countless calamities. For this, I've always felt indebted to you. Though I could never repay you in full, this sacred Sakura will buy you some time until you are ready to awaken and embrace the new. What do you think? Did it do the trick? This time, it really is goodbye, eh?
Goodbye, Makoto.
So the A of the present planted the sacred Sakura in the realm of consciousness, and it took root in the Inazuma of the past. No matter what you make of it, it's quite incredible.
All of this is thanks to Makoto's power. Her understanding of eternity is much more profound than mine. Eternity is a concept intimately connected with time. When you begin to touch on eternity, the concept of time becomes murky.
A place where time is meaningless and cannot be understood with ordinary logic. So that was the turbulence I was sensing. Perhaps that is the reason why you were able to return precisely to this point in time without any problems. And yet, that sense of disorderliness has now completely disappeared.
I don't fully understand yet. But my intuition tells me that the reason for everything, it's that seed.
Well, I'm not convinced that it was Makoto's power alone.
Without the sacred Sakura, Inazuma would likely have been completely swallowed up centuries ago by that disaster and the filth.
I know you've always perceived there was something special about the sacred Sakura, but to me, it has always been there. You've tried in the past to prove to me that there's a connection between the sacred Sakura and Makoto's consciousness, but unfortunately, you never did persuade me, did you?
No. But I understand why now. It was because the sacred Sakura hadn't even been planted then.
But Don't you think that tree looked a lot different than how it does now?
The sacred sakura is within my purview at the shrine, so obviously I get to prune it exactly how I like it.
Ugh. Now we see who's pulling the strings.
I'm joking. That tree has been through a lot since it first sprouted. We have the loving care of Kitsune over the ages to thank for how it appears today. And obviously I played my part too. It's fair to say that very little time passed between the moment you came out of that realm and the moment you re-entered it. But in that same time, centuries of battling took place on the inside, did it not? Traveler, if I'm guessing correctly, you were repeating your wishes to yourself in your mind, weren't you? At that time, I could sense A's whereabouts, but I also sensed anomalies in the flow of time within that space. Suffice to say, time added a whole new dimension to our search. Simply establishing a location was not sufficient. Fortunately, your will was strong enough that the turbulence carried you to the moment in time most likely to be the intersection of all that you were wishing for. The flow of turbulence may well have been influenced by Makoto, but it took everyone's efforts combined to ultimately help A. So this time, it looks like thanks are due to you.
Does that mean it wasn't by chance that we ended up at the final duel? We were all...
I thought that the flow of time was the same on the inside and the outside, so it was a great shock to me when the traveler reappeared. My first thought was, has a great disaster befallen Inazuma? But it turned out you had come to rescue me. You came for my sake, to help me reach the best possible outcome. You too have my thanks. You have done much for me, and I will never forget it.
A, how are you feeling now?
My body has fully recovered, and the Shogun's will no longer fights against me.
Always thrilled to hear you're in good health. But I was really asking about your emotions. Have you managed to calm down? After all, you saw Makoto in there, didn't you?
I only heard her voice. I wouldn't say I saw her. I'll be fine. It brought a few things back, of course, but I've made my decision to move forward. I have to say, this has reminded me once again just how brilliant Makoto was. She predicted all the ways in which Inazuma's future could unfold, all the way back then. She even factored my immaturity into her plan. It's all thanks to her that Inazuma lived to see this day. I just planted a seed.
Yeah, it was thanks to everything you did that you got to see her again. That's amazing!
Thank you.
Today, at long last, you and Inazuma finally emerge from the shadows cast by the events of centuries past. Makoto and you are Inazuma's past and future, and both are indispensable.
It's rare to hear such comforting words from you. I graciously accept them.
Oh, come on. You only think it's rare because you never used to listen to a word I say.
Makoto said the exact same thing!
Great minds think alike, hmm? I wonder, does that qualify me to, maybe, take the position of Shogun for a couple of days? Actually, no. Forget that. Far more trouble than it's worth.
We will have to end the frivolities there. There is much work to be done. The Shogun and I will closely review the Inazuma of today to find out where things currently stand. Then, we will give careful consideration to the future. After that, I will abolish the Sakoku decree.
Really? That's huge news!
I am no longer pursuing an eternity defined by stasis. In which case, there is no further need to keep the nation under lock and key. I don't doubt that many challenges lie ahead for Inazuma. I'm looking forward to it. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
I still...
This should be where Kokomi said to meet her. Do you still remember this place? Paimon remembers we came by here last time we visited Watatsumi Island. That was back when you did your stint as captain of Swordfish too. Paimon's curious whether the resistance troops still remember you. Things on the island must have changed a lot since then. Oh, shall we take a look around?
If the enemy outnumbers you, seek their weakness and exploit it. If you outnumber the enemy, seek unequivocal domination and crush them. Marauders on the waterfront are supplied by sea. Burning their ships is the path to success.
General Goro, sir, do you have a verdict?
More or less. From the directives left behind by Her Excellency, we can surmise that a Fatui ship is moored nearby. This explains their aggressive posture. We could split into two teams. One to draw their attention, and the other to circle around behind enemy lines and set fire to their ship. They'd have nowhere to run. Then again, Madame Kokomi made clear that we are not to split up without sufficient forces. We'd risk being picked off one by one until our whole line of defense disintegrated.
Sir, shall I send for reinforcements?
I doubt there's time. Based on their movements, they'd likely be gone before our troops arrived. Her Excellency's directives also stipulate that we should wait in ambush and avoid making the first move. Since we lack sufficient troops, I don't think we can afford to engage the enemy at this time.
Sir, we're just gonna stand by and watch them leave? Surely there must be another way.
Her Excellency's directives also state help may arrive when all seems lost. As for where this help is supposed to come from,
Hey, Goro! What are you guys up to?
Captain, you've returned to Watatsumi Island.
That's great! Her Excellency's directives are as reliable as ever. You've arrived just in time. Recently, the remnants of the Fatui forces have been unusually active. We've been monitoring their movements, waiting in ambush here. Unfortunately, we don't have the manpower to split into 2 teams. Can we ask you to keep them occupied?
Hard to say no when it's the Fatui. Whatever they're planning, we won't let them get away with it.
Good. There's not a moment to lose. We'll go behind enemy lines and sabotage their ship. Let's meet back here afterward. Watch yourselves. We'll be back shortly.
Seems like the Resistance still remembers us. Come on, let's help them get this situation under control.
You'll get frostbite.
Let's dance. La, 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 la,
Let's end this quickly.
Punishment! Judgment!
I will end
You can't run!
This is bad. Chill to the bone.
What a nuisance!
Burn!
Judgment! Shiver! Yeah!
Ouchie.
This isn't good.
Loaded this.
Flash frost.
You can't run!
Nothing lasts forever. Right here. Emerge. Show them. Lights out.
Let the show begin.
Comrades, they've set the ship on fire. An arson attack. Curse them. They leave us no choice but to attack. Comrades, let's make them regret it.
Burn!
Come on, we can do it.
No excuse for slacking.
I'll protect us.
Collect myself. I can't run. My duty.
Well, neither can I.
No slacking off.
Killjoy, we've only just begun.
Not breaking a sweat.
That all you got?
You can't run! Shiver!
You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Judgment!
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Time. Right yet.
Time for retribution!
You can't run!
This should be fun.
You can't run!
I see through you. Don't be a killjoy. We've only
Right
just
now.
begun. You can't run! Well,
Let the show begin.
Lights out.
You can't run!
My duty.
all you got. Looks like I went too far.
The loneliness.
We were lucky to have you here. We'd have no way to prevent their escape without you.
What's that you're holding? Is it the directives from Kokomi? Let Paimon see. Oh, wow. This is a whole book. Is it all Kokomi's directives?
Yeah. Well, no, not all of them. I have 5 more volumes with me.
Are you serious?
Her Excellency always plans for every scenario, Plus, these are her general operational directives, which are more comprehensive than most. Still, we're fortunate to have them. They make sure we're prepared for every eventuality, no matter how complex.
Understanding every eventuality sounds tiring enough, let alone writing them all down. Must have taken Kokomi a heck of a long time.
Captain, are you back on Watatsumi Island to lead Swordfish 2 again? We've all been feeling your absence. Her Excellency says that now is a time of peace, and that we should reduce the size of the military and focus on helping the civilian population return to normal life. About half of us are still organized into task forces, supporting the platoons. The other half have been given various other functions like patrol, construction, and farming. Of course, not everyone's happy about it. The other day, an old buddy of mine was grumbling about being forced to build houses. Said they'd have to drag him away from the front line, kicking and screaming.
The spirit of the resistance is alive and well, huh? Anyway, we're here because Kokomi invited us to the victory feast. Do you know where we could find her, Goro?
I believe Her Excellency is currently at Boro Village. There were reports of a possible disturbance over there. If I'm not mistaken, Her Excellency has gone to deal with it in person. We should probably get going ourselves. And, also, on your way over, please check in on the soldiers. I'm sensing a growing unease among them, but I don't know what's causing it. They won't say. They used to tell me all their concerns, but whatever this is, they're keeping it hidden. I don't like it one bit. I suspect there's trouble afoot.
Sounds good. Paimon was just thinking it'd be good to see everyone again. Ready when you are.
Wait, aren't you Captain of Swordfish too? Oh, it is you! Oh, you have our gratitude. Watatsumi Island wouldn't have come to peace without your efforts. I wasn't with Swordfish 2, but I did see you in Tatarasuna. Oh, you really gave it to those shogunate samurai in the fight of honor. Oh, it was quite the show. Is there anything you need from me? I'm at your service. On edge, you say? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've noticed it too. In fairness, the battle isn't long over, and, well, perhaps it isn't quite over for them. You know what I mean? Every single person looked death in the face that day. It's not an experience you forget in a hurry. Victory's declared, and all of a sudden, the fighting's over. But people can't just snap back into normal life again. I think things will improve, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know what else it could be, but what I do know is that as long as Her Excellency is with us, Watatsumi Island is safe. And all the more so now that you're back. Seriously, if there's ever anything you need, just say the word.
What a nice guy. Let's go ask some other people.
Peace at last. Living the dream. Don't I know you? I've definitely seen you somewhere before. Can't place you, but I'm guessing you're not with the Shogun's army. So, do you need something? Unsettled? Unsettled how? I haven't noticed anything. Not that I would, necessarily. I keep to myself, mostly. They're all too rowdy for me. We're at peace now, finally, and I, for one, intend to make the most of it. My life right now is about two things and two things only. The sun and the sea breeze. Sorry that I can't be more help to you. I'll tell you someone you could ask, though. San Gonamiya. She knows everything.
Huh. Seems he's about to fall asleep. Let's leave him to rest and go find someone else to ask.
Ugh, I don't understand what Her Excellency is thinking. I mean, peace talks? Give me a break. Why would she agree to that?
Exactly. Everyone knows you can't trust the Tenryo Commission. I heard they've been secretly coordinating with the Fatui and plan to continue their attacks.
Wait, for real? You're sure of this?
Positive. Some of our guys had a run-in with a few Fatui. They caught them conspiring together firsthand.
I knew it! The Tenryo Commission are a bunch of crooks. They'll never change. Honestly, it's kind of naive for Her Excellency to take them at their word, isn't it?
Shh, keep your voice down. Someone's coming.
Hey there! What you talking about?
Captain, you're back. Do you think we should tell the captain about what we were discussing just now?
No, let's not mention it. She's one of her closest advisors. For all we know, the peace talks could have been her idea.
I'm sure the captain would see where we're coming from, but you're right. We should probably play it safe. Welcome back to Watatsumi Island, Captain. Nothing to report here. Everything is A-okay.
Her Excellency should be in the village at present. Head straight over if you wish, Captain.
Paimon definitely detected some hush-hush going on there. But if they aren't gonna talk, we might as well head over to the village.
Who's our target this time? Game's up. Time's over.
Admit it! We know you've been secretly supplying the Tenryo Commission with goods purchased on Watatsumi Island. I knew something was off about a Tenryo Commission merchant doing business here. So, what do you have to say for yourself, huh?
I'm innocent.
Ha! You're as guilty as they come. You never should have been allowed to set foot on this island, let alone do business here. Take him away.
Wait! Kokomi, there you are! Something's going down over here. You should take a look, pronto!
Your Excellency, this merchant is suspected of criminal activity, so we seized him for questioning. Our surveillance shows that in his whole time here, he has made numerous purchases, but no sales. And yet he has no stock in his possession. We believe it's highly probable that he has been supplying the Tenryo Commission behind the scenes.
I haven't.
That will do. Let's not let ourselves get too worked up here, shall we? Everyone take a deep breath with me. In and out. Better? Matsuda, Uchimura, I understand that you're concerned for the safety of Watatsumi Island. But before we make any decisions over whether this merchant is guilty or not, we must give him the chance to explain himself. If he's guilty, of course, there will be consequences. But if he's innocent, he doesn't deserve to be falsely accused. This is Watatsumi Island. We deal in facts, not opinions. Excuse me, sir. As you know, my subordinates have some concerns surrounding your commercial activity here. Perhaps you could explain your side of the story to help me reach a verdict.
Of course, I can explain everything. I'm a trader on the island, so naturally I built up some inventory. I was planning to hold off on selling until the prices went up, but then, but then I was robbed by the Fatui. They took everything. Now, you think about that. First, I lose all my inventory, then I get treated like a criminal.
And why should we believe you? So what? That doesn't prove they took his goods. And even if they did, it'll still end up in the Tenryo Commission's hands. They're in this together.
What? The Tenryo Commissioner colluding with the Fatui now? This is the first I've heard of it. I suppose it is true. What's that got to do with me?
What, the Tenryo Commission start colluding with the Fatui after the fighting's already finished? Seems unlikely to Paimon. We met a representative of the Kujo clan recently. It doesn't seem like he'd have the time to be colluding right now. But on the way over here, we accidentally on purpose overheard some soldiers mention the exact same thing. Kokomi, do you know anything about it?
It has been brought to my attention, yes. We are scheduled to begin peace talks with the Tenryo Commission soon. The Kamisato clan has arranged for them to take place in a neutral location. Kujo-Sara and I will be accompanied by our guards. We will use the talks to discuss future plans in detail. But just as arrangements for the peace talks began to fall into place, I started hearing rumors of collusion between the Kujo clan and the Fatui. Allegedly, their goal is to completely wipe out Watatsumi Island. If that's the case, then the peace talks are likely a trap. Even the Kamisato clan could be involved. Sir, are you quite certain that your goods were stolen by the Fatui?
Yes, it's the truth. I swear. They stole my goods and then they ran off that way. I'll bet that's where that hideout is.
Very well. The potential ramifications of this incident are serious. We will retrieve your goods, and if everything is in order, it will prove your innocence. However, if we find evidence to corroborate the claims of collusion between the Fatui and the Tenryo Commission, I expect you to fully comply with our investigation. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, of course. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Matsuda? Uchimura?
Well received, Your Excellency.
Good. Now, Traveler, Captain of Swordfish Platoon Section 2, would you join me in the investigation? Howdy, soldier. For the time being, at least, we are in peacetime. Besides, I'm sure you won't be on Watatsumi Island forever. Whatever titles we may have, we're friends first and foremost.
If we do find the merchant's goods in the hands of the Fatui, it'll prove he's innocent. Whatever's going on between the Fatui and the...
Who's our target this time?
Go, Barbara, go!
This must be the Fatui camp that the merchant was talking about. From the looks of it, it used to be a Hilichurl camp. Who knows why the Fatui occupied it?
Looks pretty heavily guarded. How are we supposed to get in?
Not by brute force, that's for sure. But that's not a problem. The terrain here gives us an advantage, and we haven't given away our position so far. Our enemy is in the light, while we are in the shadows. Strategically, we have the upper hand. I think we have 3 options available. Option 1. Take the king, and it's checkmate. The Fatui's presence in Inazuma is weak at present. Nothing more than a few scattered remnants. If we strike from above and take down their leader first, the rest of them will be hard-pressed to put up a serious fight. Option 2. Hit them where it hurts. Over there, for example, a store of gunpowder cakes. If we manage to discreetly set the gunpowder alight without alerting them, it would deal them a devastating blow. They'd be caught completely off guard. Both their morale and fighting capacity would be severely impaired. Option 3. Use the environment against them. We're close to the sea here, so the air is very humid. I can gather the water vapor, you add a touch of lightning, and together we can shock them into submission.
Wow, that's our grand strategist. It's a lot to think about, though. Which option should we choose?
That will depend on our assessment of our own abilities. A surprise attack from the air is the quickest solution, but requires superior combat skills. With an explosion, we could rapidly reduce their numbers without a protracted battle, but absolute stealth would be required during the operation, or we'd risk exposing ourselves. If we decide to take advantage of the environment, we should be prepared for a lengthy siege. So, which is your preferred option? All right. We'll draw them out first to minimize damage to the camp itself. I haven't had much chance to fight alongside you in the past. I'm not sure I'll be able to keep up with your pace. Still, not to worry. Even if I can't claim to be a warrior myself, I'm no stranger to the battlefield. This fight should be well within my capabilities. Okay, let's clear out the camp and find out what they've been up to.
Have a load of this. Let's move.
Quietly now.
You can't run, careless. Well, neither can I.
La 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 la.
This one's well done. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Roast and fry. You can't run. Well, try. Burn. This one's well done. Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun.
Judgment!
You can't run. You need to hurry up. Can I? Roast and fry. This one's well done.
Busted.
Don't be a killjoy. We've only just begun. Roast and fry.
Lights out.
This one's well done. Looks like I went.
Verdict is... You will pay for that.
You need to hurry up. Yes, this one's well done. Unfortunate
Judgment!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Come on, we can do it.
No escape. Shouldn't get careless. Have a load of this. Let's move.
Burn!
last of us. Don't be a killjoy! We've only...
I'll protect us.
Shiver! You can't run! Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I must collect myself. That all you got?
Busted.
You can't run! Well, neither can I.
Allow me. Permanence of the deep.
Miscalculated. This first.
Yeah, judgment!
Lights out.
I must counterattack.
Yeah. Hold the line.
Finally, some quiet.
That wasn't quite what I'd call by the book. But it happens. Battles are complex things, and the situation evolves constantly. It doesn't always help to stick too rigidly to a predetermined plan.
Seems like as soon as the fighting started, the plan went out the window and we kinda winged it.
And yet, the outcome is quite satisfactory. A testament to your ability and willingness to adapt. I must admit, I wasn't expecting to find the Fatui laying low in a Hilichurl camp. Presumably, they've been operating out of here in secret for quite some time. What's their objective? Are the soldiers right? Could they really be in collusion with the Tenryou Commission? Let's scour the camp for evidence. If the merchant's story is true, the inventory should be here.
Alright, time to take a look around.
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
Whoa! This place is chock full of bomb-making materials! This is Hey, look here! Could these belong to the merchant? There's a lot of stuff. So these are the Fatui food supplies? They look a little past their best. Is this really all they had to eat? Kokomi! Kokomi! We found the merchant's stuff! Look!
I see. Oh, nothing. I just zoned out for a moment. Let's see here. Yes, these are the stolen goods, all right. Food, medicine, farming tools. All essential for post-war recovery. He was probably stockpiling them until he could make a handsome profit. By contrast, it's doubtful that the Tenryou Commission has any need of these items, so the idea that he was supplying them doesn't make a lot of sense. In all likelihood, he's just an opportunistic merchant. Nothing quite as scandalous as Matsuda and Uchimura had imagined.
He's hardly a saint, though, right? How could he stockpile things that people are desperate for? We're not just gonna give them back to him and let him go, are we? It doesn't feel right.
Don't worry. I had already foreseen this. In my recently issued post-war temporary decree, I included restrictions on the prices of essential everyday goods. These items will ultimately reach the people at a reasonable price. If he had taken the time to read the decree, it's unlikely he ever would have ended up in this predicament.
Kokomi, you think of everything!
I wish that were true. take this alleged collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui, for example. I'm still completely stumped. The low energy doesn't exactly help.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
Nothing. Come on, let's take the goods back. It's not long now until the victory feast. It'll be a race against the clock to get all of this resolved before it starts.
Got it! First we mend the peace, then we attend the feast!
Well, let's try some different seeds.
I told you it would all be for nothing.
Huh?
Don't we have a job to do?
My goods! You got them back, huh? Thank you, Your Excellency. And thank you, Captain. You see, I told you I was innocent.
I'm not so sure. You could have easily planned the whole thing with the Fatui in advance.
Based on the information we gathered from the Fatui camp, there's nothing to suggest he had any correspondence with them. Had it been the case, then knowing how the Fatui operates, they would have left some evidence of it.
But what if...
No ifs, no buts. We've recovered the goods. As agreed, this is sufficient to establish his innocence.
Apologies.
Guess we got carried away.
What did I tell you? You army numbskulls don't have a clue. All brawn and no brains coming to me with your crazy conspiracies. Lay off me next time, got it?
Sir, I am afraid you're getting ahead of yourself. You may be innocent of the accusations originally leveled at you, but hoarding essential goods is a crime under the temporary decree. You must bear the consequences. You have already admitted to being the owner of these goods, so we are obliged to respond with appropriate measures. In addition to enforcing the sale of these goods at the accepted rates, there will also be a fine, the amount of which...
Wait, Your Excellency, whose side are you on here?
I have no business taking sides. As the divine priestess of Watatsumi Island, I abide by the principle of clear and consistent rewards and punishments. Just as merit must be recognized, mistakes must be penalized. You may have been proven innocent of the more serious allegations leveled at you, but this does not exempt you from bearing the consequences of your mistakes.
Wait a minute,
Well, don't just stand there. Take him away. Time to pay up.
Your Excellency, he says all the goods belong to him, but it doesn't add up. Those of a Tenryo Commission emblem are probably his, but not the rest. Especially these ones. They're clearly for shrine use.
It seems the Fatui simply dumped all their stolen goods in one place. Leave the shrine paraphernalia to me. As for the rest, I'll leave you to sift through and try to track down the owners. I know, that's a lot to ask.
Not at all, Your Excellency. We're on it. But if I may, Your Excellency, maybe there were no signs of collusion in this case, but our people know what they saw. Something is going on between the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui. I know the peace talks are coming up, so please keep an open mind.
I understand your concern. I'll be sure to give it further consideration. I'm going to take these items back to the Sangonomiya Shrine. Why don't you come along for the walk? Watatsumi Island observes different customs than the rest of Inazuma. I imagine it must all seem a little alien to you. It's been a long time since I last came to this village. There's been a lot to deal with recently. Next time you visit, I'll take you to visit Watatsumi Island's old shrine. You know, the earliest shrine on Watatsumi Island was not located in Sangonomiya. It was close to the Statue of the Seven. Back then, the people of this island recognized the shogun's existence, despite not venerating her as the shogunate do. But after she struck down our protector deity, the shrine was abandoned. Relations between Watatsumi Island and the shogunate have soured ever since. Mistrust has become deep-rooted over time. I've been hoping to raise all this at the peace talks and discuss it properly. Grievances have to be let go eventually.
Your Excellency, what brings you out this way on your busy schedule? Oh my, you're looking a little worse for wear. You need to take better care of yourself, okay? All of our fates depend on you.
Thanks for your concern, but I'm fine.
Your Excellency, I beg you, heed a word of advice. After all this time fighting the Shogun's army, peace is not something that can simply be declared. If we reconcile with them, the god who once protected us will have died in vain.
Come on, that's ancient history. Besides, the fighting is barely over. We should be grateful to be at peace once more.
I know, it's just... we should remain strong in these negotiations. We mustn't be too ready to compromise.
I appreciate your concerns. I will consider the options carefully, and be sure to proceed appropriately.
Wonderful. We're all counting on you, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency? Well, I'll be... fancy meeting you at a place like this. Do you know, my daughter's enrolled herself in the Shrine Maiden selection process this year. If she makes it into Sangonomiya, I'll be one very happy mother. You're a kind and gracious leader. She'd be in very good hands. I'm always telling my daughter that if she gets the chance to learn from Her Excellency directly, she must make the most of it. I mean, just look at Her Excellency, still so young, but so mature and intelligent. My daughter has always looked to you as a role model.
Well, if she comes to Sangonomiya, I'll look out for her.
Your Excellency. Boy, am I glad you're here. As you know, agricultural output has taken a pretty big hit this year. Let me bring you up to speed on the latest situation.
Oh, Your Excellency! Isn't this the captain of Swordfish too? Will she be based on Watatsumi Island from now on?
Your Excellency!
Please, remain calm, everyone. I'll get around to all your queries. Though, for the longer ones, I'd prefer it if you could write a report and submit it to the shrine. Then I can respond to each one as and when I have the time. Are you all right? Me too. It does get pretty annoying.
Your Excellency, here you are. There's been a situation. We're still waiting on the delivery of a whole batch of ceremonial items. I'm beginning to worry that they've been stolen.
Oh, we retrieved those already. No need to worry.
Really? That's fantastic.
Because it's
You never
good.
cease to amaze
It's good
us, Your
that way.
Excellency. I sorted through all the petitions received recently and placed them on your desk. Also, according
Will
to
you
the
name it
schedule,
af-
you're
we'll
just
name
in
it
time for
after
your
me.
meeting today on the development of the textiles industry.
It's actually pretty
That's today?
good. That blueberry cobbler creamer is actually
now?
very good.
Yes, the two young ladies have arrived safely. We're just waiting for you.
And the peppermint mocha coffee, I get it in bulk from Amazon. It's like my favorite coffee.
I was hoping to take a walk around the island with you, but it looks like we'll have to save that for some other time. Oh, let's rendezvous tomorrow at the
But the
entrance
white
to Sangonomiya
chocolate
Shrine. And then we'll
is
go and make
really
preparations
good
for the
with that
victory
peppermint
feast.
mocha.
Yay, the victory feast! Just to be clear, we're talking lots of delicious food, right?
Billy, I'm not calling you.
That's the name of the game. There'll be some Watatsumi Island specialties, which I'm sure
Watatsumi.
you'll enjoy.
I love the name of that island.
Great.
Watatsumi.
See you tomorrow then.
See you tomorrow then. Yay. Can I level anybody? We need to like give somebody. I'm fiending to use those little books. I don't want to level the traveler. You can hear me, right? $52 what? 52 what? I want to get all my water characters. I don't know why, but fire and water. Well, no, I just want them all up high. I need to start ascending, like, I need to ascend him. Like, but... because I didn't want to type anymore. But, like, this. I don't like fighting the fucking electric guy. Oh, you like the earth and electric. Okay. Yuck, Lisa. I do need to level up an electric character. Ugh, barf. I just got sick in my mouth. Amber. I was leveling him up. He's really easy. He's easy with Earth. Huh? See, like I can level Mona up. And then there's this little girl. I'll do this just to make you happy. Just to make you happy. There, now she's not as low. I just needed to spin them. I was fiending to spin them. Who am I supposed to talk to? 10 o'clock. You know I ain't waiting. Oh, well, yeah. Oh, I only have Noelle leveled up. What am I doing? 10 o'clock. No, I didn't mean 11. You're stupid. You're super happy now? Why are you happy? I didn't mean 11. Oh, the next
At least
day.
the war for
The
time
next
being. Not
day.
bad at all.
Do you have... Oh. Because I leveled her up. Do you have constellations on him? Mamma mia, that's hot. Look at that. 52. I ain't reverting my world back. Oh no. You think? You think it's hot? Where the hell am I going? That's too far away. Can I teleport there? Hey, look at that. I can. It's her secret. kind of wanted more creamer in there. I should have put more cream in there. Either that or I need to mix it. Yeah, that's what it is. It's all settled at the bottom. Oh, it's hot in here. Billy, I'm gonna open the front door. Let the air in.
Kokomi isn't here yet.
You're the one that burned your... yeah, my tongue. Owie. Oh, that was a barber move right there.
She doesn't seem like the type to show up late to things. Let's wait a little longer.
I stubbed my toe on Billy's toy.
How is she still not here? Do you think she could be in trouble? Let's go ask that soldier over there.
Damn it, Barbara. I know. I've been playing with her too much that I'm starting to like...
Are you looking for Her Excellency? I'm afraid she isn't here at the moment. I don't know
pulled
where
a
she's
Barbara
gone.
move the other day, and I'm like, oh my god, that was such a Barbara move.
Guess we should just call it a rain check then?
Not necessarily. If I recall correctly,
And
Her
then my friend
Excellency
kept
has
calling
made
me
special
Barbara after I
provisions
did
for
that.
such a scenario in her general operational directives. Let me see. Yes, number 98. Should a visitor from afar come to see me, and should my whereabouts be unknown, direct them to proceed southward until they arrive at a tree with purple foliage. The footnote stipulates that this only applies when Her Excellency has made no communication regarding her whereabouts before disappearing, and even then, only when the visitor in question is of VIP status. As far as I'm concerned, you two tick all of the boxes. I keep this directive on me at all times. I'm sure this is the right course of action.
Behind him look cool
Kokomi
though.
really does think of everything.
I use her to heal.
Let's find the place she wrote about and have a look.
Well, what else am I gonna use her to heal? But than to heal. That's all she's good for. Oh, it's so hot. Whew. Climbing up the mountain. How far we gotta go? Okay. That's probably all the way over back where I was. I just wanna fly. Or glide. Glide all the way over there. No. Hey, there's a treasure chest down here.
It feels like we keep heading deeper into the middle of
I had to go
nowhere.
down when I saw the treasure.
Hey, doesn't that tree look like the one she described in the directive?
Man, no way, Jose. Maybe Rosario, because they are good friends and they work well together. They work very well together. What's zapping over here? I don't need that, but whatever. I'll just stick it right here. I didn't mean to pick it up anyways. Can I climb this? Yeah, I can climb this. There's places to stop and rest when I get tired. They work really good. Rosaria and her work very well together. Very well. I could just teleport there. That would be lazy since I'm like right there. But I sure could. And I sure have done that before. Look for the objective. Oh, investigate. What am I looking for? Not worth it. Okay. Oh, something about a tree with purple foliage. Yes. Oh, what's this? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Hey, wait a minute. Why does this remind me of Albedo's, like, area? Like, up in the mountains. Do you remember that?
So this is where you ran off to. We were gonna meet up and get things ready for the victory feast today. What happened?
It's you.
He seems very tired.
I apologize. I'm not feeling my usual self today.
You got sick? We'll go find a doctor right away.
No. It's nothing like that. It's
Oh, you don't have albedo? I got albedo.
my energy is completely spent.
You run on energy?
You noticed? I guess I haven't quite mastered the ability to hide how I'm feeling. I'll keep working at it. To be honest, I'm not really cut out to be a leader.
I need to
First,
level him
my
too.
dream was to read up on military strategy and perhaps become an advisor. Constantly communicating with people, trying to retain their morale, having to read between the lines, making sure everyone gets the recognition they deserve. It's such hard work. You're somehow supposed to make people feel wonderful, just from being in your presence, while also commanding their respect. It doesn't come naturally to me. And truth be told, it's something I never wanted for myself. But because of my bloodline, I was always going to end up being the Divine Priestess, sooner or later. Like it or not, it's just the way it is. So, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I come here to just lose myself in a book and relax for a while.
That
Don't
is a
worry,
pretty comfy
it doesn't
little
affect
nook
my
in
work.
the tree.
I handed over preparations for the victory feast to someone else. I have to make a speech tonight, and I mustn't give the troops any reason to suspect that something
Right.
could be wrong. This peace was hard-won, and I want them to feel at ease.
Is there anything we can do to help?
I should be feeling energized again soon if I hold off on work for a little longer.
Maybe I should bring her a cup of coffee.
If only there was some way I could listen to a good read on military strategy. I'm sure that'd speed up the process. I was reading a book last time I was here, but I only got about halfway through. Oh, where did I put it?
Oh,
We'll find it for you. And then we'll read it out to you to help you recover.
I'm not reading no military book, Paimon.
You do that for me? Thank you. I'm really lucky you came back to Watatsumi Island.
Watatsumi. I love the name. Watatsumi. Oh, I gotta go look at this dumbass book.
Whoa.
I'll
Look at all these
give me lunch.
petitions.
Like, here, we'll read it to you.
So does Kokomi make time to deal with these even when she's resting?
I don't want to read her a story.
Sangonomiya Events Cash Flow
It's a boring story.
Consolidated Annual Report on Fishing Production. Watatsumi Island Monthly. This is a lot of work for one person. And it's on
It's
top
your
of
fault,
all the
Paimon.
directives
You said
she
you
has
would
to
read
write
it.
and the people she has to meet day to day. It's no wonder she gets burnt out from time to time. Let's track down that book and help her feel like herself again.
Look at that sexy beast. Oh, I just walked into the thing. Paimon can read it. Oh, I ain't read that. There we go. Boom, we read it.
Swordfish Captain came back today. Energy +4.
That's just, Give it here.
Okay.
Guess that was the wrong one. Let's keep looking. It's gotta be this one, right? Look, there's even a bookmark. None of the other books have one.
Right.
So she must have finished reading those already. Ooh, it's pretty dense. Paimon doesn't understand a thing. Well, let's take it over and read it.
What's it right next to you?
Kokomi, is this the book you wanted?
I'm not sure, actually. Could you... Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. That makes me tired too.
Kokomi? Kokomi! Oh no, she's fallen asleep.
bring her a
victory
coffee.
feast. Not to mention that the peace talks
Let's
are
just wake her up.
probably should. After all, she did say she wanted to wrap everything up before the feast kicks off. Kokomi! Wakey wakey!
You're supposed to let your audience read the screen with you, not skip. Oh, I'm sorry.
What time
I
is
normally read it.
Time to get going.
It just bored me.
Time for the feast.
Sorry,
Really?
Carly.
It's that time already? Ugh. Really? Yes! I want the latest volume of the Teyvat Art of War. The Yai Publishing House published it last month, but I haven't had the chance to get my hands on it.
I just bought some books not that long ago.
No backing out now, okay?
No way, huh? No.
Alright, let's get to the feast.
Go to the victory feast. Hey, look, there's a floaty thing here. Ooh! Where'd it go? These things move so fast over in this world that I have no idea where they take off. They just go flying so fast. Oh well. I'll find it again someday. Oh look, we get to fight up here, I think. No. It's a big bonfire.
It looks like everything's in place for the feast. But I still need to give a quick speech before the festivities begin.
Those things move so
How much energy will
fast.
that take? Do you think you've got enough?
I'll find it again.
Don't worry.
One day.
I've got plenty. Thanks to you two, I recovered more quickly than usual.
That's great! We'll be rooting
All because
for
we
you.
read her a book.
Welcome, everyone. Today is the day that we celebrate our
It
victory.
moves so fast.
Recently, our war with the Shogun's army came to an end, and we finally saw the abolition of the Vision Hunt Decree. None of us can know what the Inazuma of the future will look like. But tomorrow, I meet with the Tenryou Commission for peace talks. I give you my word that I will strive for peace for Watatsumi Island once and for all. Thank you all for your valiant efforts throughout. Truly, it is only through those efforts that we have been able to prevail in this trying war.
Her dress
This feast is held
looks like
in
a
honor of
fishtail
each and
at
every
the
one
back.
of you gathered here today. I hope
Oh, I guess
all
it
of you
would
get
make
to
sense.
relax
The lace
and
has
enjoy
shells
our hard-won
and
victory.
like fossil-y looking stuff all over the place. That would make sense. That would make sense.
Tonight seems to have gone off without a hitch. I'm so glad it's all going smoothly. People tend to be more open when they're in a good mood. Could I ask you to go around and see what information you can gather? I still have no further leads regarding the issue of potential collusion between the Tenryou Commission and the Fatui. And I'm concerned that something might happen at tomorrow's peace talks.
Okay, sure. We'll go ask around.
Watatsumi Island is finally at peace, and it's all thanks to Her Excellency, Sangonomiya. Recently, let me think. Well, the biggest thing for us is that we can finally get back out on the ocean to fish. During the hostilities, the open sea was full of warships. We just had to make do with what little fish and shrimp we could get our hands on closer to shore. When the catch wasn't good, we'd all go hungry. The poor kids were crying all day and night, but there was just nothing I could do. We'd go to bed ravenous and be tossing and turning all night long, trying to keep it together until the morning. At least things are finally improving now. I hear you're captain of Swordfish too, is that right? Well, thank you for your service. Here, have a fish. It's freshly caught, so it's a bit, fishy. But it's fine.
Oh, no. We couldn't possibly.
Ah, come on, take it. Without you, we'd probably still be going to bed hungry tonight. Her Excellency always teaches us to repay kindness with gratitude.
Okay, well, thanks. Come on, let's go talk to some others.
Hey there! Care for some fruit and vegetables? Nature's remedy when you overdo the barbecue. Are you referring to the thing about the Tenryo Commission and the Fatui? I've heard rumors, but nothing too detailed. It's funny you should say that the soldiers seem excitable, though. I've had the same feeling. See that guy over there? He's been acting strange these days, always shouting and waving his spear around when he's got nothing to do. He scared the heck out of me a few times. It's a miracle the fighting has finally come to an end. Yeah, I really hope we don't go making any more trouble for ourselves. Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have much information. If you still have questions, you may as well go and talk to him.
Sounds promising. Let's go see what that guy's deal is. Ugh. This guy smells of booze.
Huh? Wait, don't tell me. Captain of Swordfish too, right? You actually came back. I thought you'd abandoned the platoon and made a run for it.
Nuh-uh. We would never run from a fight.
Is that so? All anyone talks about these days is peace and stability. Do you remember what the most important thing is to the Resistance? You got that right. So I'm gonna put you to the test. Time to see if you truly are a bona fide Resistance warrior. I'll answer your questions, but only if you can beat me in a duel.
Ugh, this guy. Would it kill him to just have a normal conversation? What do you think? Are we gonna do this?
We'll see about that.
Windblade! Prepare to be blown away!
You're a strong fighter. No wonder Her Excellency chose you. You really do have a warrior's will. Then maybe you can understand us. Captain, comrade. We made it up. The story about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui, it didn't happen.
What? Poor Kokomi's been worried sick. You're telling us you made the whole thing up? What the heck were you thinking? This could send you right back into war with the Tenryo Commission.
Yes, that's exactly what we're hoping to achieve. Peace talks? Everyone's been drawn in by the idea. That's why the future of Watatsumi Island is at stake. What's to stop the Tenryo Commission from stabbing us in the back? And what's to stop the Raiden Shogun from issuing another Vision Hunt decree? We are the Resistance. Everything hinges on our warrior's will. We can't trust the Tenryo Commission or the Raiden Shogun, but we can put faith in ourselves. Surely you agree with that?
His point does kinda make sense, but something about it doesn't feel right to Paimon. Yeah, everything you said just now was pure speculation, wasn't it? to make up a wild rumor and ruin the peace everyone's worked so hard for, all because of some imaginary situation that may not even happen?
Don't take that tone with me, acting like you're above all of this. What would you understand? For the sake of victory, we embodied the warrior's will to the fullest. You understand? We were all in. Now they're suddenly trying to tell us that none of it matters anymore? You'd have me just put down my weapon and start living like an ordinary person, but how can I? How can I when every time I close my eyes, I see the faces of the friends we lost in battle? Every time I see them there in my mind's eye, it reminds me that I can never forgive the Tenryo Commission and never forgive the Vision Hunt Decree. I guess you're not one of us. Well, whatever. Go ahead and tell Sango Nomiya if you want, but you're too late to stop us now.
Too late? What do you mean? Darn. Doesn't seem like he's gonna answer that one. What are we gonna do? This is really serious. We need to give Kokomi the full story right away. A few things. The whole thing about the Tenryo Commission colluding with the Fatui is baloney. They made it all up. They wanted the peace talks to break down so that they could carry on fighting the war. And they said it's too late to try and stop them, no matter what we do.
I see. I'm fine. Don't worry. This is my fault. If only I'd perceived what they were feeling earlier, it never would have come to this. I think I understand what Kozin means when he says it's too late. The talks don't begin until tomorrow, but both sides have already sent their guards to the location. They are responsible for making sure the area is safe and secure. I highly suspect that one of Kozin's pro-war co-conspirators will have infiltrated the guards with an intent to reignite hostilities tomorrow during the negotiations.
Well, that's no good. Do you want us to head over there now and switch out the guards?
That won't work. Firstly, the act of bringing a new team of guards to a neutral negotiation site will put both sides on high alert. It would almost certainly push the pro-war faction into taking action. They would attack the Tenryo Commission's guards, and we'd be in danger of war breaking out once again. Not to mention that we have no idea how many of Watatsumi Island's soldiers are involved in this plot. If we change the guard in haste, we face the issue of not knowing who to trust.
Sounds like a really tricky situation. So is there really nothing we can do about it?
Don't let it worry you. What's done is done. Now it falls to me to devise a counterplan. These soldiers crossed the line, but the blame is not theirs alone. Whatever happens, I will find a way to ensure they do not come to harm. Let's meet here again tomorrow.
Things are about to get dicey. Gotcha.
Ready, steady, go!
punishment! Quietly now. Take it easy. Hit punishment!
A walk would be nice.
Rise! Crumble! Rise!
I'm Aloy. Ready for the hunt. This is a new one. This thing is fun! You can't run!
I'll protect us.
This'll pack a punch.
Lights out.
Come on, we can do it. Don't know. the show begins.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time. Mr. Draff always gets so drunk after a hunt.
Time to deliver. Hunters!
Mr. Draff always gets so drunk after a hunt. Guess we can rest a bit.
You're stuck now! Judgment! Punishment! You can't run!
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us.
Judgment! Ever seen one of these? The hunt is on! Shiver! You can't run! This is a new one! Lights out.
Verdict is...
Punishment! Yeah! I'll protect us.
You're stuck now!
Come on! We can do it!
This'll pack a punch.
Shiver!
Yeah, you can't run!
Judgment!
Yeah. You can't run!
Ad Astra Abyssos. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Come
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the...
Everything is negotiable, except overtime.
Judgment! Retribution!
Let the show begin.
You can't run! Come on, gotta find that weak spot.
Verdict is...
Judgment! Punishment!
La, 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 la.
The hunch is on!
Go!
Punishment! Yeah.
Verdict is...
You're stuck now!
What a nuisance.
Let's dance.
Lights out. Judgment!
This is a new one.
I'll protect us. Come on, we can do it.
Yeah. You can't run. What a nuisance. Judgment. Shiver. Yeah.
Let's dance.
You can't run.
Verdict is...
The hunt is on.
Judgment. Lights out. What a nuisance.
Go, Barbara, go!
Judgment.
Ready, steady, go! I'll protect us. Ink!
Time for retribution!
Let the show begin.
is a new one.
You can't run! Shiver! Judgment!
Burn! Ah!
La 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 la.
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
now!
Judgment! Lights out.
Let's dance. Come on, we can do it.
You can't run! Shiver!
Burn!
Judgment!
Verdict is...
You can't run! Lights out! Judgment!
I'll protect us.
The hunt is on!
Martial arts and...
Work hard and live each day to the fullest. That is what life in Mondstadt is all about, isn't it?
I will protect you.
Time for retribution!
I must leave no stone unturned. Time to clean up. Ready, steady, go!
You can't run!
Let the show begin.
Judgment! Punishment!
Time for retribution!
Steady as stone.
You can't run!
Let's dance. I must leave.
You can't run!
Steady as stone, as a dutiful maid would. Lights out.
Judgment!
I must leave no stone unturned. myself up.
Shiver!
Let the show begin. La, 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 la. Steady as stone.
Judgment!
I'll protect her.
Time for retribution!
Yeah!
Leave it all to me. As a good night. Everyone's laundry is still on the line. May I be excused to fetch it in? Whenever. needs assistance.
You can't run!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Verdict is...
Steady as stone. Let's dance. I must leave no stone unturned. Leave it all to me. Lights out.
You can't run! Judgment!
Retribution!
Time to clean up. I must leave no stone unturned.
You can't run!
directors!
You can't run! Judgment!
Steady as stone.
Burn!
You can't run! Shiver! Hit! Suck!
So you know your stuff, huh?
I'll protect us.
Go, Barbara, go!
I must leave no stone unturned, as a good knight should.
Time for retribution!
Phew.